Tell me, do you watch my reactions? You will.
Man, this just keeps getting weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder, man. Alright, I checked my Gmail, man. You guys sent me this. Apparently this is James Gunn's philosophy on superheroes versus Zack Snyder's philosophy on superheroes. So James Gunn says, I love superheroes. I also think they're the dumbest things that ever existed. I have no happier times in my life than lying in my bed when I was 12 and reading comic books. I don't think life got much better than that, and yet the fact that we take these things seriously as adults is ridiculous, because people really would look at you like they look at Peacemaker when he walks into a funnel field wearing a costume. What's wrong with you? You think that's cool? You're a maniac. The idea that superheroes are maniacs is something I like very much. Guardians is much different because it's really a science fiction story, a science fantasy story. They're not superheroes. They're not wearing masks, which is one of the reasons I think I had an easier time working my way into it. But in the Suicide Squad, which I didn't like, you got guys wearing yellow costumes and all this stuff. I decided to go for what it would really be like. Treating these people like gods is like what? I have a hard time imagining a guy who's really serious and wants revenge making a costume for himself and putting black around his eyes so his skin doesn't show when you look him in the face. He's talking about Batman. He's got the mask on and the eye makeup under it. There's a stillness or a silliness to that I can't deny. Not because it's making fun, but because it seems to me that the silliness is what is real. So that's James Gunn's philosophy on it. Let's go ahead and read Zack Snyder's. Snyder, who wholeheartedly embraces this stuff and there's nothing critical about his indulgence, he believes that superheroes directly tie into our ancient myths and religious symbols. And he wants to make the rest of us believe, too. He repeatedly goes overboard with the ritual and the portent? Can't even see that word. And the stone-faced gravity. But it's hard not to respect the guy. Nobody has bought into the superhero ethos more than he has. These are not paycheck gigs for him. This is about real life situations. Is that what they said? I can't see the whole thing. For some reason, this picture is like messed up or something. Well, you can clearly tell who has two different takes. James Gunn thinks superheroes are dumb. He thinks they're dumb, and Zack takes it very, very, very seriously. And you can tell that he takes it very, very seriously in Man of Steel. Because he treats Superman as a god. Although Superman is from Kansas, but he's not from the earth. But he was raised in Kansas. KC. He treats him as a god, in which he is. He's not human. He's not human, so he's definitely a god. He might not be the god, but he's a god. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I just listen. I've said this countless times. I've never been the biggest Superman fan. Zack turned me into a Superman fan. I just don't think, me personally, even after seeing the photos of James Gunn's Superman, I just don't think his take on Superman is gonna really make me interested in Superman. Zack's version brought it out because he was real, man. He was a real person going through real things. We got to see Superman of Man of Steel as he's growing. And we seen him in Batman v Superman where he's doubting himself. Like, these are all human traits, and then in Justice League we got to see him start to come to light, be that light that everybody sees Superman as, that hope. We got to see that a little bit. So I don't know, man. I really just don't believe James Gunn's Superman is gonna. This is me. I'm just speaking for myself. I just don't think it's gonna catch my interest. I mean, the suit already looks ridiculous. Him as Clark Kent looks ridiculous. And I think a lot of people are forgetting James Gunn is good with doing like characters who are really not that known. He shines in that. I give him props for that because he did Guardians of the Galaxy. Is pretty cool. I like the series besides the Christmas special, and then was it the third one? It was one of those. I can't remember. I think it was the third one, and then the Christmas special. But I don't know, man. After all the photos and stuff, my hope has went down for James Gunn, and I wasn't a fan of his Suicide Squad. It was okay, but it really wasn't all that to me. So I really wish we got to see the real Ayer version. I like that version kinda. It was a hit and a miss with certain things, but I really wish we could have seen his true vision on that. But yeah, man, listen. When it comes to Zack Snyder, when it comes to James Gunn, you already know who I'm taking. I'm taking Zack Snyder all damn day. It's easy to me. You know, people can say, "Oh, you're a Snyder cultist," or whatever they be saying, man. Listen, there's bad apples in every fan base. I'm not a bad apple. I don't go around preaching hate and saying, "Oh, James Gunn is sorry," and I don't do that, man. Listen. We like what we like. I like Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder's a realist. His characters actually mean something to me. Something nobody else really could have done with Superman, because I could care less. Literally, if you personally knew me, I could care less about Superman, bro. But Zack actually got me caring for Superman and Man of Steel, and then it carried forward. So I just appreciate Zack's work, man. He's just real. But you guys, let me know what you guys think, man. I mean, clearly we have one guy who takes superheroes like Zack takes it seriously. And that's one thing I don't understand with people when they say Zack doesn't know the characters, because I think Zack knows a lot more than people think he does about these characters. If you ever watch like some of the behind the scenes footage, or if you ever just paid attention to his social media, or just anything of that nature, he always goes in small details and little details, even some things that I haven't known about certain characters. So yeah, that's an interesting thing to me, because people say stuff like that and I'm just like, they really don't know. They don't know comics, because Zack has educated me on a few things. So I'm like, hey, it is what it is. But listen, you got Zack Snyder. This is my opinion. You got Zack Snyder. You got James Gunn. You got him. This is me right here. Zack Snyder, James Gunn. And then you're like, oh well, we haven't even seen James Gunn's Superman yet. I know. And I can tell you right now, just from my opinion, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If the movie comes out and it's great, then hey, I was wrong. But I just have this feeling after these pictures, after everything has been released, I just don't think it's going to measure up to Man of Steel, and it's just not going to do it for me personally. But I guess in time we shall see. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought, man. If you enjoyed it, you already know what to do. Hit that like and that sub. Alright. Let me know what you guys think about Zack with the characters, and then James Gunn with the characters. Let me know what you guys think, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. 100,000 subscribers is grind time. Let's go.